Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I had to start with this from Toasty. The countdown begins. XRP Unleashed premiere screening. I guess they didn't have a chance to update the title before the premiere. This was the perfect time to drop this documentary, in my opinion. Finally, XRP is starting to move. People are interested in crypto now. I have people asking me about XRP that I talked to like 2 years ago about XRP. Back then, they didn't want to hear anything about crypto. Now, all of a sudden, the normies are getting interested in crypto. And I think once people watch this documentary, I think they'll start to learn more about XRP, what it's built to do. Ripple is spearheading the advancement of digital asset regulations, backed by a robust team of legal and policy experts who are driving significant progress in the industry. Take a listen to Lauren Believe, head of U.S. Public Policy and Government at Ripple.
From the corporate perspective, all businesses, no matter if it's a crypto business or any other business, you need operational certainty, you need market certainty, you need to know not just what you're going to be doing this year, but how is it going to affect the bottom line for the next 2 years, 5 years. And as I mentioned in the beginning of this panel, there are other countries where there are clear regulatory or licensing regimes that these companies can come in and be able to operate. And I know, being the head of the US side, my meetings with regulators and policymakers are very different than my counterparts in different global jurisdictions, where we're still talking about some of the bigger political issues. And you go in and you have conversations, if it's in the UK or in Brazil or in Dubai, that are much more business functional and operational. And you are seeing, these are companies that are headquartered in the US. These are companies that have an eye toward compliance and user safety. And to note too, a lot of this, there is the company demand, but we also have to recognize that this is a consumer demand, and the US government should be attuned to what the citizens of this country want. There's 52 million Americans who are now crypto users. And so there's going to be a demand on their end to make sure that they're dealing with their financial health in a safe and transparent way.
And that's why crypto regulations are so important here in the United States. It's going to change the entire landscape of crypto, but it's going to make it more transparent and a safer place to invest your money as well. And I think that time is sooner than people think. Like I'm always saying, once Trump takes his seat at the White House and Congress comes in, that's going to change everything going forward. But you take notice how outside the United States, they're more open to crypto. They see how crypto can change things. They see how blockchain is the future. Here in the US, we've been getting left behind for the past 4 years. Crypto firm pushes for SEC changes. Crypto out of courts. Everybody right now is talking about the cases that are still active at the SEC. A lot of people say that these cases are just going to go away. But a lot of other people are arguing, saying it's not going to be that easy because the SEC, they have to save face. They're still a regulatory body at the US government. However, I do believe that under a pro-crypto chair at the SEC, the path will change quickly. I think Ripple's going to still pay the money. I mentioned that multiple times. XRP will be a settlement system of high value. Take a listen to David Schwartz.
Yeah, that's kind of where we are now, and we're trying to move into that stage where we have big players and lots of liquidity, and that way there'll be easy ways to get money in and out. There'll be lots of liquidity for cross-currency and cross-border payments, and it'll become a settlement system that will be of high value.
And people still think XRP is going to be cheap. It's going to be a high-value settlement system. That's what Ripple is building. And XRP is going to be moving anything of value all day long across the ledger. And that's what you're preparing for. You bought so early. We are about to watch XRP go live on a lot of these rails all around the world. We're about to see trillions upon trillions of dollars in tokenized assets come to the XRP ledger. We're about to see Japan go very big around XRP as well. 2025 is going to be absolutely incredible. And I said this earlier today on X. Ripple meets with the Fed and Trump. I think RLUSD may be setting up to become the US digital dollar, or CBDC. They are one and the same. Like I said, XRP will move the current dollar, fiat, and the new digital dollar as well. And the reason I said this is because we are entering a time now where the Fed is starting to catch on. We have people in Congress wanting to end the Fed. So they're going to be looking for a replacement for the Fed. And a lot of people said, well, they're not going to go with a private company like Ripple. Well, the Fed is a private entity. And I think it's controlled by the elites, to be honest with you. Breaking news, RLUSD gains early backers, according to Ripple President Monica Long. So Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin secures early adopters before launch, aiming to revolutionize global payments by tapping into growing market demand. So once RLUSD goes live, there's already people lined up to use it. So we're going to see instant value when that happens. I don't think it's going to push XRP to $10 overnight, but I do think it's going to bring value to XRP on day one. Ripple, RLUSD, this is the solution. One thing I want to point out is this right here. If you look at it, it shows you why XRP is so important. So drastic reduction of remittance cost in international remittance system utilizing Ripple's settlement platform. Now, if they were to use just only Ripple's system, they would save 33%. Remittance cost using Ripple's system and virtual currency like XRP is a reduction of 60%. And this is what I was telling you all along as we were talking about RLUSD. It's going to work and it's going to run over the XRP ledger, and XRP is going to be moving it. And even the banks right now that are just utilizing Ripple's technology, they're saving 33% right now. Now, if they start utilizing XRP inside of Ripple's system, that's how they get to the 60%. And if they could cut even more cost, that's what they're going to do. They're going to utilize both RippleNet and XRP. This comes from Black Swan Capitalist. Published an article last week on how Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin could save the dollar and extend its digital influence. And right on cue, the official announcement just dropped. So you see, RLUSD is a tokenized version of the US dollar, which means it's a liability of the central bank since they've issued that dollar on the XRP ledger. So if you read between the lines, it's a central bank digital currency. So that's your digital dollar. And given that most transactions still occur in dollars, RLUSD could actually improve and evolve the dollar's dominance, digital influence as global de-dollarization trends continue. This is no doubt the USA laying the groundwork for the dollar's survival, which could help the US actually manage its debt. I still think the US debt is going to end up becoming tokenized. That's the path they're already leaning into. But RLUSD is essentially a central bank digital currency. USDC is also looked at in the same way. And going forward, we're going to watch the fall of Tether happen and the rise of RLUSD and USDC. That's the direction that our country is already going in. That's why Tether is already being investigated. 2024 World Economic Forum, stablecoins are set to change the financial system forever. Now, when the World Economic Forum is talking about stablecoins, people don't realize that they're talking about CBDCs. Smart money. We expect that the US will catch up with the most of the world by passing stablecoin regulation. Global regulatory clarity is coming. I said it multiple times. We're going to have global stablecoin regulations. They're going to look a lot like MiCA. And if Tether cannot pass MiCA regulations, they're not going to pass regulations in any country around the world. And let me get back to the World Economic Forum for a minute. When they were first initially talking about CBDCs, people caught on. And they didn't like the idea of a central bank digital currency because it could lead towards an enslavement system. They could shut your money off at will. It's programmable money, so the money would expire over time. Trump said he would not, the United States will not have a central bank digital currency. Now the US is also going to spin it. They're going to call it a stable coin. They'll most likely give it a fancy name like the US digital dollar, real US dollar, or whatever they want to call it. But it will still be a CBDC. Now, here's my thinking. Trump, he's pro-American. He's for the American people. I don't think he's going to come up with a programmable stable coin, a stable coin that's going to expire over time. I still, however, do believe we need a digital bill of rights yesterday. We need to get those in place right now before a stablecoin or a central bank digital currency ever goes live in the United States. And I've said it multiple times, with the digital bill of rights in place, at least people will then know that an enslavement system is not coming. Just in, Ripple has secured a meeting with the Trump administration and will form part of the U.S. crypto regulation framework. Solana equals Democrat-based. XRP equals Republican-based. The pendulum is about to swing for XRP. Honestly, Solana has much bigger problems. They have major network issues. There's no issues with the XRP ledger. Going forward, I think we're going to see a major shift inside the crypto space, not only towards utility. We're going to watch a lot of meme coins disappear. We're actually going to watch some other cryptocurrencies disappear as well, because regulations are going to be hard to pass, in my opinion. I just want them to keep the retail investor involved in crypto. I don't want them to make it where you have to be an accredited investor to buy crypto going into the future. And I definitely don't want a middleman to buy crypto. I could buy my crypto on my own. But, you know, things are going to happen very fast in the coming months, and we're going to have to keep an eye on multiple things. Ripple could, however, replace the Fed also. If they're going to end the Fed, they're going to look for a replacement. If it's a private entity, it can easily be Ripple. Ripple looks more and more like a central bank all the time. And a lot of other countries are building out their CBDCs on the XRP ledger as well. But there's a lot to look at going forward. But RLUSD does look like a CBDC, in my opinion. What's your thoughts on that? Put it in the comments section down below. And until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.